It's not a type of steak. That is a ribeye. Or a feudal Japanese warlord. That is a samurai. Greetings, hero. It is I, your friendly neighborhood rabbi. And today, at long last, we're going to say, what the blazes is that? What is a rabbi anyway? And do I have superpowers? No, I do not. Except I am supernaturally good at being late for meetings. As my buddy Ashby says, that is the worst superpower ever. But first, if you are new to my channel, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, I strongly recommend that you subscribe to this channel. That way, if you like this video, we can keep learning together. And especially if after you subscribe, you ring a little bing bell. There's a picture of a bell down there. Click on that and you will get auto-magically notified in your favorite movie watching device every time I make a new video. Plus, you should know that this video is a part of a 30-day Jewish learning challenge. I'm making 30 videos in 30 days on how to upgrade your Jewish learning, if you're into that sort of thing. So if you are into that sort of thing, stay tuned to the end of this video and I'll tell you exactly how to do that. But first, to answer the age-old question, what is a rabbi? Rabbi is the English pronunciation of a Hebrew word, Rabbi, which is actually kind of a compound word of Rav, which means master, but in the sense of like a schoolmaster, not a puppet master or a beast master. So that's Rav, and then when you put a yud on the end of it, that's like a personal possessive pronoun letter. So the word Rabbi or Rabbi means my master or my teacher, and in English we pronounce that word rabbi instead of Rabbi, because the English-speaking peoples do terrible things with vowels. I confess this on behalf of all English-speaking peoples. Never had that kind of power before. So that's the etymology, which is different from entomology, which is the study of bugs, or entomology, which is the study of delicious pastry. Got a PhD in that. What does a rabbi do? My answer for this I get from my esteemed teacher, Rabbi Joel Rembaum, who says that a rabbi is a master teacher of Torah. That is our primary mission in life. We study as much Torah as we can so that we teach as much Torah as we can to people who will listen to us. And we teach that in a lot of different ways. Some rabbis teach Torah in synagogues. Some rabbis teach Torah as chaplains and by being with people and representing Torah values with people who are suffering or wondering or all sorts of thinging. Some do it in classrooms for schools for kids. Some do it in classrooms for schools for adults. I like to teach Torah on YouTube and on a podcast and in an online school and in classrooms with adult students around Los Angeles. But our main job is teaching the Torah, teaching what's in it. And that often includes deciding matters of Jewish law. So some of the other things that we do is we form courts called Batei Din, or a singular Beit Din, is a group of 3 or more rabbis who will decide on a particular case. Usually these have to do with religious status, like a Beit Din will judge somebody who wants to convert to Judaism. And that sounds kind of judgy, but it's more just like talking to them and seeing if they're sincere and ready to do this of their own free will. Another Beit Din might be for a Jewish religious divorce or a get. It's less common in America for a Beit Din or a group of rabbis to decide matters of civil or commercial law for a particular community, but it does happen sometimes if the people who take the matter before the rabbi agree to abide by their decision. In addition to being teachers of Torah and decisors of law in religious matters, rabbis in this day and age have increasingly fulfilled the role of pastor, that is, being present for people in a time of suffering or in a time of need, helping them feel better either by human connection or by teaching wisdom from our tradition that's helpful in that situation, or by building a community that can help support that person. Just as this is what pastoring looks like in other religious communities, rabbis can provide that pastoral care as well. Rabbis in modern times are also cast in sort of a priestly role. That is, they officiate at religious occasions, they lead people in rituals. Just because we know enough Torah, know enough Jewish law, know how rituals are done, we often will help people by leading ritual behavior, prayer services, weddings, funerals, baby namings, bar mitzvahs. If there's a communal meal, rabbis might be called on to say the blessings with wine and bread and things like that. Although most rabbis I know hate this. Not because we don't want to say blessings, but because we don't like it that other Jews don't know that any Jew can do any Jewish ritual. You don't have to be a rabbi, you're thinking of a priest. What makes a rabbi very different from, say, a Catholic priest is that rabbis don't have any kind of exclusive intercessory power with God. In certain segments of Christianity, there are mitzvahs or sacraments that you can't do unless you have a priest help you with that. That's not true in Judaism. A rabbi is just a Jew who's spent a little bit more time studying Torah than most other people. You don't have to be a rabbi to do a mitzvah or fulfill a commandment. You can learn how to do those things without becoming a rabbi, but you can also call on your rabbi to help teach you how to do those things. I and most rabbis I know love to teach. That is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. That's why I'm in this gig. And so I embrace Rabbi Rambam's idea that a rabbi is first and foremost a teacher of Torah, and that goes for classrooms, but that also goes for one-on-one teaching. The tradition says as you're learning, you should get yourself a rabbi. And the reason for this isn't that you can't learn without a rabbi. It's because a rabbi can get to know you, get to know your personality, your background, your needs, and guide you in your path of study. When the potential resources for study are vast and you don't know where to begin, a rabbi can be terribly helpful as a guide in your Jewish learning. That's my bread and butter. That's my favorite thing to do, and it has been my honor to learn about this with you today. If you have any more questions about what a rabbi is or what a rabbi can or cannot do for you, throw those questions in the comments below. If you want to continue learning with me today, jump into another video on my channel, or if you are ready to upgrade your Jewish learning, take it to the next level, learn live with me, meet other people just like you, hit this blue square down here, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Until next time, hero, peace. What the blazes is that? That is a samurai.